All right, shalom everyone. Peace for those who love peace, and no peace for the wicked, the Lord said. Look like all of us, we are going to go to Hawaii very soon. And I invite you to bring your camera with you because we will see in Hawaii Trump walking with the supreme leader of Iran, his son, not the one in the picture. And it's going to be a very romantic, you know, and they will have a sign like "Make love, no war." This is the hippie, the hippie statement: "Make love, no war." I mean, even when they speak about peace, is about sex. That's how wicked they are. Make love, no war. Oh boy. Uh, no, no. We will analyze what's happening. You can, you can be upset with this. Actually, I am. I'm not happy with it for sure. But you see, we have to put in consideration many things. Trump is in trouble. Gas price is going so high. Election is coming soon. If you go back to attack, it's not going to be solved in a week or two or three, maybe not even in 6 months. So, and we have the oil reserve, which is owned by the government, is going so low, which is the one they are using to sponsor the gas to keep the prices under the control. Otherwise, the prices will go even higher. So there's many issues, you know. Uh, I think this is what I think, because we what we judge usually, mostly we judge in an emotional way. Oh, how he do that? The regime did not collapse. Well, the regime is not an easy to collapse anyway, and they close Hormuz, which is supposedly we should know anyway is going to happen. They closed it many times before, uh, and the closing time was not perfect yet for USA because simply the refineries of Venezuela are not really in good position. It's going to take maybe a year or two before the production of those refineries will be increased. So the Iranian, they knew this game very well. They knew that the Israeli don't want this peace deal. They want the regime to collapse. Trump, he have a different concern. Everyone have different concern. It depends on your position in life, in business, in what you do. Uh, so how much options you have? If you attack them, they will attack all the refineries in the Middle East. And they did already, but this time is going to be bigger because Trump is going to attack the refinery as he promised. If you do that, then not only the Iranian oil is gone from the market, the Gulf oil is gone from the market. And then the prices of oil will jump in a massive way for the whole world, not only, America actually will suffer less compared to others. So it's going to be a bad news for everybody, especially for poor countries. An American person still he can afford to go and drive, right? He can, because if you work, a few hours, he can cover the cost of expensive gas. Still, the American, they are living luxury life compared to any other nations. And because their oil is produced locally, most of it, still they will not be too much worried about what will happen. However, Trump is worried about the election because election is coming. An election mean losing. And if Trump he lose, the coming 2 years as president is not going to be good at all because the Democrat will take over the House and the senators, and even they might be able to impeach him. Yeah, actually, they can use the war itself as a reason to impeach him. All right, they can say this guy is mentally unstable. He is taking us into war, and if they have the majority in the House, they can impeach you for any reason. Actually, they don't have to do something bad. If the majority of the Congress and the senators they say impeach, you impeach. That's it. Uh, so he have many concern. The system in USA doesn't help much. Uh, the Iranian, they threaten Saudi Arabia, Emirat, Bahrain, Kuwait, all of them, that we are going to burn every refinery you have. And obviously they can. You see, all the defense system those countries they have, it's I mean, let us say the Iranian, they shoot 1,000 drone, 100 of them arrive to the target. That's a disaster. All right, because one drone will cause damage, will not be repaired. And we're talking about refinery. We're not talking about a house. Like you change the windows, you can build the whole house in maybe in a month. If you have the maybe a week. Refineries, they take a lot of time, a lot of engineering, you know, and you cannot rebuild under war. You have to wait until the war is over too, because what you fix today, it can be burned tomorrow, and nobody, no companies will come to fix it actually during war. So if the Iranian they attack, all those refineries, they will be gone for good, or let us say, unable to produce. Like Qatar, they announced that one of their gas refinery need 5 years repair, 5 years just to repair it, not to rebuild. So what if they destroy the whole thing? It will take maybe 20 years. So such a massive attack can cause the international economy a disaster. Trump, he knew that. But for you, emotionally, you are upset. This is not what we want. We want this regime to be gone. I warned you before, like this guy, 2CTV, 2CTV? He keeps saying that a regime collapsed, the regime is gone, the mullahs are fleeing. This regime is going nowhere. All right? In fact, even if you hit them, they are going nowhere because still, such a regime based on dictatorship, they can, so what if people are hungry? So what if people are no jobs? So people are, who care? For them, as long they can afford to pay their soldiers, this is the way to guarantee that nobody will take over, because the soldiers is the one who can make a difference. The soldier is the one who can change the regime. It's not a civilian. Civilian go in the street burning a tire. It's just a joke. All right. People with arms is the one who can fight people with arms. People with the rocket, versus people who have a burning tire. Yeah, so like who is the winner, who is the loser here. And because this is a country where shooting a civilian is not a big deal, they can kill them. So what? They kill their own to stay. This is a religious regime. They believe anyone who go against them is against Allah. So he deserves to die anyway. For them, in fact, they wish whoever hate the regime to come in the street so they can shoot him and they can secure the country. It's like expose yourself, okay? Don't like by going in the street against us. Now we know you, and by knowing you, you are executed. So such a regime is wicked, and they have no limit of how bad they can go. The Western, they think in different. The Western are living fantasy. Western people in general, they are fantasy people, hippie. You know, they are thinking about peace and love, make love, no war. The stupid fantasy they live within. While the Iranian regime is preparing for a massive attack in the future. However, Trump now he will come with this negotiation, and let us read together actually what the negotiation is saying. Let us say what we know about it. So what they are saying here, that the Strait of Hormuz is going to be open. In return, the USA is going to open the blockade on Iranian port. So look what we accomplish here. Literally zero, because the Hormuz was open before the war anyway. Hormuz now is going to open, but the return is the regime will be able to sell their oil with no restriction. Not only Hormuz is open, we are going to lift the sanctions. So the Iranian regime is going to be really getting a lot of wealth. So not only they will do good now, actually, they will become so rich because all the sanctions, whatever sanctions, you see, the sanctions is wide, like involve anything, including chemical, anything can be used for armed forces, but many things of them they can use for civil war too. So even those, they are sanctioned. Uh, so now this is not even a deal. There's no deal yet. This is how stupid it is. So this is just 60 days ceasefire. During those 60 days, Iranian they will open Hormuz. USA will open the blockade. But look what will happen now in the 60 days. The price of oil for sure would drop in a massive way, which is good for all of us around the world. Doesn't matter what country is yours, unless you are taking the bus. But you never know. Even if taking the bus, your city, they might increase the price for your ticket. Yeah, at the end of the day, somebody have to pay, nothing for free. So the price of gas will go down, which is the good news, because now the Iranian oil will be in the market. USA will be able to refuel their reserve to be the same as it was before the war. They will try to increase the production of the oil from Venezuela and even USA oil. So the 60 days ceasefire, I believe this is not an agreement. I think this is just two party, they hate each other, and both of them they are hungry for oil. Let us say actually the American they are hungry for oil, the Iranian regime is hungry for money. They need it. The blockade is harming them badly. The Hormuz blockade. So the American they will get what they want. The price of gas will go down, and they will try to store as much as they can. So if they go back to attack, this is what I'm thinking. Not necessarily this is what's happening. I don't know. I'm thinking if I am them, I would do this. If we have an agreement now, you can sell your oil, uh, and Hormuz is open. The prices will be down very fast. It's opportunity now for any country in the world actually to buy more gas, because you don't know, the 60 days will be over and then the same game will start again. So the price of gas will go down really, but still will be a high demand because nobody knows after the 60 days what will happen. So there will be a high expectation that war will start again, especially if Hezbollah did something. You never know, because there's many. In fact, Iran themselves, they might do that, because as soon he opened the blockade, they start selling their oil. They have enough money for the coming, let us say, a year. Then, okay, come to us and have war with us, They knew that, countries who have a system of democracy and vote, etc., they cannot, sustain themselves long for war because a citizen opinion matter, a Congress matter. In Iran, there's no such thing. The supreme leader say, sit down, you sit down. Stand up, you sit. There's no impact. Like in politics, it's one person deal, and that make their system way stronger than our system. Here in USA, the president he said tariff, a judge, just a judge anywhere, federal judge, he can say no, this is wrong, I will not approve it. That president is like became a piece of garbage. So the president you're saying he don't even rule because a judge in the middle of nowhere in a small tiny town, he can stop the order of a president. And then the president they have to take it all the way to Supreme Court, and then Supreme Court it might agree with the judge. So the president have another screwdriver. And actually this will happen with Trump. He was dreaming that he will make tariff, and the tariff will bring everybody to their knee to invest in USA. A judge say tariff is wrong. They took it to Court. Boom, Trump screwed up. All his plan actually, all his economy plan, destroyed by the court order, is gone. This is why the system in country like Iran is way stronger, solid than our fragile system, because this is what democracy bring to you. You know, it is good and bad. Democracy is good and bad. It's good that a president cannot take over the country, become a dictator, but sometimes you need a dictator to dictate what is right to the country, especially if he's a good person and he like the country or he love his country. But because we don't have such a thing, the Iranian they have dictatorship, then there is no worry about what is next. They're not worried about election. This is the last worry. They have no election actually, because supreme leader is the one who choose even who can go to the election. You have to approve you. You know, it's not the people approving you. So whoever win is chosen already by the supreme leader. USA is a different story. USA is busy with the free Palestine. People support Hamas. Half of your children is having needles in their tongue and one ring in their anus, and they have a needle or a ring in their penis, and they are even confused if the penis is a penis or it is a carrot. There, they don't have such a stupidity. Nobody is confused about his gender there. Nobody is busy with which bathroom we should use. Nobody is thinking about men playing with the football team. In the Western countries, you have a different, garbage, way more dangerous than what they have. You can say that, oh, they have a mullahs, there is no security. If you speak something, it will disappear. We have more dangerous stuff here because simply we have a very confused generation, and the future in this country is going to be maybe under their hand. One of those dummies, one day tomorrow, he will become a president. It's going to happen sooner or later. Uh, Imagine Kamala Harris became president, almost, right? So you can imagine how bad it is. Uh, so the expectation for us is not the same for them, and the plan of a president for us is the same, not the same as for them. For them, they can plan for the coming 20 years. They can, like China, when they make an economy plan, they plan for the coming 15 years, 20 years. We want to build city here, and they can continue in the plan because simply they have dictatorship. USA, you want to build the wall. Trump, he say build the wall. He start building the wall. 4 years after, we have Biden take down the wall. Trump, he came back. He built the wall. Another Democrat president will come. He says take down the wall. So it's just a stupid system, because you go nowhere. Like every 4 years, you go back to zero. For them, the story is different. So they have a lot of strength. We have a lot of weakness. Uh, so now here, this is 60 days ceasefire to give time for negotiation. And you can tell that the real things is not really agreed upon yet. It's just a stupid agreement. There's nothing real in this sanction relief. The proposed term reported including removing certain USA sanctions to allow Iran to freely sell oil. Bingo. So not only Hormuz will be their way to get the oil, they can sell anywhere. There's no sanctions. So imagine in 60 days how much oil Iran will sell and how much money will generate and how much weapon they will import and how much they will prepare for what is after the 60 days. So it's going to be a golden opportunity for Iran to back themselves, their safe, their banks, their money, dollars, euro, whatever you name it. So they can prepare themselves for the coming. Like maybe in 2 months, I'm assuming it's going to be enough to give them money for a coming year. Oil is very expensive. It's not, they will make a lot of money. Not only oil, actually, Iran produce a lot of things, not only oil. But the major thing is the oil. So lifting the sanctions, that means Iran can sell to anybody, including Europe, including us. American company can go and buy from Iran because there's no sanctions, right? So 60 days is going to be a golden age for Iran to get ready for what is next. Getting rich, get supply. They will buy everything they could not buy before. And the American, they will be watching, doing nothing about it. Same time, unlocking billions previously frozen Iranian financial asset. So not only this, remember Trump, he kept talking about Obama, how Obama gave them a lot of millions, a lot of billions, right? He's doing the same now. He agreed, based on this so-called agreement, that he will let them take at least a $20 billion frozen asset, and the frozen asset they have in Qatar, in Qatari banks. So Trump is doing the same shit as Obama. He kept complaining about Obama, what he done. Obama gave them money. Obama, he's doing the same exactly. In fact, here, if you think about it, he's kissing their ass. He is literally kissing their ass, because he is not saying, okay, we will open for you to sell oil, and then we negotiate about etc. They did not even agree about the uranium yet. It's just under negotiation. So how you release the money? At least Obama, he signed an agreement about it. It's a stupid agreement, yes, but here there's no agreement, and he will unlock the billions and give it to them. And then during the 60 days, we promise to negotiate. They say they agree to give their nuclear rich uranium to different third country, but this is in the negotiation. There's no agreement yet. So the Iranian, they will waste the time. 60 days will gone, and then Trump will extend another 60 days. Just wait. And then the 60 days will become another 60 days, and the negotiation will continue, and they will get rich and rich and rich, and Trump will get dump and dump and dump. All of this because he want to pass the election day, which is going to be at the end of this year. And this is what I believe is going to happen. The Iranian are way smarter than the American, and they have a better, let us say, position to play. American just afraid. American, I'm talking about American leadership, I'm not talking about American. They are just afraid of election, what we will do with this election, how we can win the election. Iranian, they knew the weakness of the American. Therefore, we will play with their weakness. In every country, they have a department to study the weak point and strong point of the enemy. They have even like academy study and research. And not only that, they try even to hire foreign people without saying we are coming from Iran. So they can contact and the research agency, they created fake one in Europe, and they say, hey, you scientists, you are researcher in war department, in economy, can you do research for us and we will pay you this? We want to use it for social study. Then your own scientists, they will research all the information which is not available for normal people, because they are doing academic study, and they will say it to the enemy without knowing they say it to the enemy. Like if you remember, actually, even the media, which is like individual. If you remember those conservative between two bracket who support Trump, they've been hired by a company. I don't know if you know the name. A woman, she hired them, famous names, famous names, you know them. It turned to be that the one who owned this company is a Russian company. Right? So Russia hired them, and Russia tell them they don't know it's Russia. Those people, they don't know it's Russia. They have no idea. What they know, it's an American company. They told them we will pay you, etc. a month. We give you topic to talk about, to focus in. And this topic totally agree with your point of view. We are not asking you to, we are conservative like you. We are not hippies. So uh, those individuals, they work so hard for Russia without knowing. They were so happy to receive a lot of money every month. YouTube will not give them that money. They will give, so now they will get money from YouTube, money from TikTok, money from all the platform, but the real money is going to come from this Russia. or this company, which is supposedly American company. Uh, if you don't remember, I can search. You know, this guy, he wear a hat. I don't know what his name is. You know, he's famous supposedly, right? And others, all of them, they are supposedly the conservative waves. Yeah, they are used by Russia. Let us see. But again, they are not. They don't know. That's why not a single one of them been taken to court because simply they don't know. So this is how complicated things can be. Like here, I'm sure all of you, you know those names. They are famous. They are not like unknown figures. When they go live, they have like tens of thousands people watching them, right? Yeah, they will hire you. They will pay you, and you think you are doing good work, and then you find yourself later you are paid by Russia. Same the arena they can do. You know, there's many lefty and from so-called conservative like Tucker Carlson, etc. So Iran have a lot of tools to use because your children's, your economy, your system, your media is free and exposed. All what they need to do is just send the money, and there's somebody is willing to do the job. Right? To do the same in Iran is going to be harder because the government control everything. There's no freedom for media. Nobody can go and open channel and speak as he wish. If you do that, you will disappear in 2 seconds. So the grip in their country is so tough. The grip here is so, it's not exist actually. We can't say there's any exist grip. So the enemy always can, you know. Iran has a program to study weakness of other country. Every country in the world have that. Any country, unless you are stupid, you know. In every country, they have a department to read all the newspaper of your country. If your country is a target, the newspaper, the economy, the even normal things like George Floyd, they will study it, how we can use it in the future to cause chaos in the country. All those things are very important for your enemy. So if you think Iran they have not, that means you don't know what's going on. Any country, they have departments. They study languages. They study the religion situation. They study the social. They study the economy. They study the ages. They study the birth rate. You know, because all of this will impact the war with this nation. Anything, even the garbage, even your garbage. You know, like how much garbage citizen of this country they dump, it make a difference for them as numbers. You know that because by knowing how much garbage, you know how much wealthy they are. A person who don't spend money because he don't have money, he have no garbage. All right. An American person, if you go on my street, you will see that everyone he have a 3, 4 containers, big, a huge one. They are full at the end of the week. All right, because they have a lot of money, because they are eating a lot, because they are living luxury life. A poor person will not even fill a quarter of one of those. So they study all numbers, even numbers which you never, my friend, I was in the army myself. What are you talking? What do you mean a firefight? Firefight. So they study all numbers about you. They have people to listen, to collect from the media, to give report, and then the report will give a full image. So the army supply, how much an emission they have, any information they can get, social life, religious life, how many people go to church, how many people will not go to the church, How many people believe in Christianity? How many people believe in Islam? Because all of this count. They will study everything about the enemy. This is not a joke. This is serious. All right. Uh, why USA did not destabilize Iran? Did the Israeli did? The American, they cannot do that. The American is busy with different stuff. The American didn't have a plan to do such a thing in Iran. It is the Israeli who is doing that. You know, the Israeli have a strong connection inside the country. They have intelligence. American are very outdated in this stuff. American is like the savage Russian. They go to war, but they don't study the enemy. The Soviet Union before Russia, Putin used to have a massive department of studying the enemies. Putin is stupid. He said, you know, it's like he became so proud, like, you know, we have the most powerful. America fear us, China fear us. We are China, we are Russia. We're not going to study Ukraine. I mean, we know the Ukraine. We've been there for 70 years. So why we need to study it? So he went to war and he got screwed. So in fact, this war now happened is telling you that both of them, Israeli and American, they don't have a good study of Iran situation. That's why it failed. They thought if we hit the mullah, if we hit them in the meeting, if we kill the prime minister, sorry, the minister of defense, the head of the intelligence, okay, we kill them, they are gone. The regime will collapse, people will go in the street. No, they did not understand a Middle Eastern regime, how it functioned. And obviously it was a big failure, even though the Israeli intelligence are the best in the world. Uh, in fact, I will not be surprised if the Iranian themselves, they gave Israel false information about their position, about the situation inside Iran. They were feeding them false information. So after almost 40 days of war, American, they are out of an emission. And this is telling you that they were not prepared for this. They thought this will be solved in 2 weeks. The same as Putin, he thought he's going to go to Kiev in 48 hours. And this is showing you that there is a bunch of ignorant who do not know what they are doing. They are in charge. And you know, the American, if you remember, American, they hit a school thinking it's a base for the Revolutionary Guard. But this school is not a base for them since more than 10 years ago. This is telling you that the intelligence, the CIA, they have a very outdated, stupid map to the point they do not know that this is not a base. It is a school now, since more than 10 years ago. How they missed that? That is an act of stupidity. We have the best satellite in the world. We can update the picture and see who is there. We can see the kids playing in the school. But nobody doing his job. All right? There's nothing is called Islamic Sharia law destroyed. This is a joke because always there is somebody else to take over. This is showing you how ignorant they are, those who thought about it. So, okay, we are going to stop them from voting, so we will destroy the court who vote. Always there is second, every one of them have an assistant. He die, the assistant will take over. This is a religious system. This is not democracy. This is showing you how ignorant the West is to understand how Islamic system function. All the caliphate of Muhammad, they died, killed, one after one. So what? It doesn't matter. The state did not collapse. So ignorance lead into this. Uh, assuming that if we kill the leaders, the country will collapse. In fact, when you kill the leaders who they are there for a long time and became old, which means they became wiser in going to war, you get someone is younger, more excited, more energy, and he is revolutionary. Not like the old one. You know, the old one, he became wiser. He think it twice before he said, let us do this. He's an old person. Old person always don't jump into war. He think things more than one time. They are wiser. The younger ones is the one, you know, when you were young, you are 18. If I say to you, jump from the second floor, you jump. But when you are 30, even though still you are healthy, you have the same physical body almost, you will not jump because you are wiser now. Age changed you. Age changed the music you listen to, the movie you watch, the way you talk. Unless you are a piece of junk, you know, you think you are still 17. Like your brain is a brain of a mosquito. So you get older, you get wiser. And obviously the American, they have no idea what they are dealing with. They forgot that this is a religious regime. And not only that, those people, they believe that the supreme leader is Allah. His name is Ayatullah, Ayatullah Khamenei. Ayatullah, that means a sign from Allah. He's a miracle of Allah. He's not a human being like us. Those people don't even commit sin for them. Those are above mankind. And here you notice how much authority they have. So the second the supreme leader go, they can make a new one easy. There's many of them. I mean, there's millions studying Islam, and they are growing beard and preparing, dreaming for this job. All right. But again, because we are not aware of what we are dealing with. Let us see. On the 25th to 50th birthday of America, independent, I pray that the liberation of the Iranian and Ukrainian people so can be celebrated. Freedom from tyrants. May God love be with you. Thank you. But this is a dream, you know, because reality is different, you know, different stuff. Reality is the wicked Russia, the wicked Putin, he will not stop war in Ukraine until he is bankrupt. Like he have no hope, no more. As long hope is there. And as you see, all European countries, including America, they are not willing to do anything against Russia. They just use stupid sanctions, which is useless, by the way. Because they say we have sanctions against Russia, but they are buying the oil of Russia from the black market. It's an act of hypocrisy, actually. European leaders are a bunch of hypocrites. Actually, America itself, USA, was buying the Russian oil until the last week of Biden in the office. Imagine. People think that Biden was supporting Ukraine. He never stopped buying the oil of Russia. It was us. We are asking others to stop buying the oil of Russia, but we are buying, we, USA. So he stopped drilling in USA ground, and he is buying the Russian oil, Qatari oil, Saudi oil. This is how stupid the Democrat is. But in general, all European leaders are hypocrite. They go in speeches saying we will not buy oil from you, but then they go and buy oil from India. India buy it from Russia. But listen carefully, brother. Tingling, tingling. We did not buy it from Russia. We buy it from India. But India don't. I mean, just a simple question: Do India even produce oil? We did not buy it from India. We bought it from Vietnam. It just is. So you know, when you speak about the freedom and change, those things will not change because the world is full of wicked, and wicked people support each other always. They might make speeches against each other, but in reality, they are in the same pant. All right, they are swimming in the same swimming pool, and they are friends together. It's like, you know, Trump versus Hillary Clinton. They call each other names, and then we find them going to a club to drink coffee together. This is what they do to you. They make you believe that they are enemy. Like he will put her in jail. Did he put her in jail? No. They will never. After all what we heard, oh yeah, lock her up, lock her up. Did he lock her up? He would never do that. This is just to fool you. It's like, you know, those fake fighting, box fighting, and you pay money because you're stupid. Oh, today this guy will fight this guy. Who's going to win? Yeah, yeah, those are tough men. I mean, can't you see it's fake? They know how stupid a human being is. In fact, those games are decided before even they started. But anyway, this is not our topic. But just to show you a human being, how stupid he is. He still believes in what he see. When what do you see have nothing to do with what's happening. All right? Uh, yeah, Obama and Trump, they call each other names after the election. Obama visited Trump, Trump visited Obama. You know, all the name calling each other is just a joke. I will not be surprised if they open a business together. And the poor, you believe them, you know. You know, Trump, he speak about corruption, but his sons, his families are all over. I mean, why he went to China with his daughter and his son? You tell me. And his son-in-law too. What those people have to do with it? I want to go. I want to go, President. Take me with you. Why your son? I mean, is that a family business? Yes. They go there to negotiate about doing business. They use their father position to get a privilege. As simple as that. But if you say somebody, say to Trump is you know is the same as Biden, the same as Hunter, people will be upset. However, for us, we favor Trump because he changed a lot of stupid things in this country. But doesn't mean he is the angel. You know, he's a businessman. He love money. He worship money. And Qatari and Emirati, they are giving them project after project. His kids is a flourishing. Their kids they go and they promote for Bitcoin. You know, and they bought a lot of Bitcoin because tomorrow my father he will sign legalizing Bitcoin. We will become trillionaires in one day. So they go and bought a lot of Bitcoin. Second day, their father signed it. Nobody knows yet. They made it, God knows how many hundred billions. So you know the corruption is understood by the enemy, and this is why the Iranian they knew that Trump is not solid. He have the power of America, but still he is soft target because he love money. And money mean oil and money mean gas. And I will not be surprised if in the future Trump himself he is going to build a tower in Tehran and he is going to support the Iranian economy without changing the regime. The same he did to Syria. Syrian, the regime is terrorist. They are literally Al Qaeda. Literally Al Qaeda. The president of Syria right now was wanted by USA for $10 million for his head. His head, not arrest, which means to kill. Trump, he decided to lift the sanctions in a second because Saudi Arabia and Qatar, they told him so. All of this tell you why your country is weak. It is strong as a military, strong as powerful economy, the most powerful country in the world. But your system is a crooked. Your best men are wicked. I'm talking about leaders. You have a very high hope for them to accomplish something, but everything is for sale. And all what they care for is how we can win the election. That's it. After the election, we might have different movie. Thank you, Victor. Yeah, after those coming 60 days, I think they will extend them. Because Iran is going to play the game. I don't think Iran is going to give them the uranium anyway. You will see. I hope I'm wrong. Let us see. But I think what will happen that they will spend 60 days wasting time. The price of gas will go down, which Trump he want badly. So they stop shouting at him, and the election will feel better by the time it's come. And then they will extend the 60 days for other 60 days, and the 60 days will enter to other 60 days. Remember the ceasefire? It was 5 days. The 5 days became 2 weeks. The 2 weeks became a month. The month became 2 months. Remember? They knew he is not going to attack because he is desperate, desperate to bring the price of oil down. They knew him. So the Iranian, they will play this game, and he knew they will play this game. I don't think he is stupid to the point he think he believed them. I am sure he knew that this is will be just a game. So they will extend the 60 days. Look at this. Military, blah, 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 blah. American forces and allies in the Middle East would remain in region through the 60 days. So he knew. He knew it's just it's such a joke. But he need the oil price to go down. As simple as that. He need Hormuz to open. And he is hoping, and I think if they are smart, the American and European, during those 60 days, they should move their forces to Hormuz. So after that, Iran will not be able to do blockade again. Otherwise, they have to fight everybody. They should ask South Korea, other countries to join the forces to keep Hormuz open for the security of their oil and their supply. They should take advantage of those 60 days and strip Iran from this game forever, for good, by making international coalition to occupy, literally occupy, Hormuz. The water I'm talking about, not the shore. And then Iran, if they want to attack, they will not be attacking America alone. They will be attacking every country almost in the world. So they need to make a coalition asking every country who is going to be hurt, which is everybody, from closing Hormuz, to come and put their hand there. So Iran attacking is going to attack everybody. And that will make Iran pay a very high price. Because then they are not only fighting USA, they are fighting the whole world. So this is what I think about what's going to happen. All right. You don't have to agree with me. All right. But the honeymoon, which is Trump trying to convince us it is exist, it's not there. All right. It's a long way to go. The Iranian, they are just playing lovers temporarily, you know. Those people don't believe in peace. Anyone who believes that Iran seek peace is a piece of shit. I mean, the way he think, not as an insult. You know what I mean? Because those, actually, the Quran says, cry not for peace when you are the uppermost. All right? It's against the teaching of Allah. You know that? Look what the Quran, the wicked book of Allah, saying. The Muslims only they can go for peace, but this is temporarily when they are weak, which means if we go to war, we will be screwed. Chapter 47, let us show you on the screen. Verse number 35, it says, فَلَا تَهِنُوا وَتَدْعُوا إِلَى السِّلْمِ وَأَنْتُمُ الْأَعْلَوْنَ. So do not flatter and cry for peace when you will be the uppermost. See it? It's forbidden. So when we can cry for peace, when we are not the uppermost. So we sign temporary agreement with those enemy until we are feeling that if you attack now, we can be the uppermost. So this is not a peace. There's no peace. So those people believe only in war, either you or us. It's not, there's not like me and you together, no. All right? And this is what the Western don't understand. They think Iran is just a normal country. They just like people want to live like. I'm not talking about the people, but many of them they hate Islam. I'm talking about such a regime based on religion. Their religion, this is it. This is the religion. The command, this is a holy command. It's not. It's not hard to understand. That's why when the Egyptian they sign agreement with Egypt, this is just temporarily. Egypt is going to attack Israel as soon as Israel is weak, Egypt is strong. As simple as that. It's just a matter of time. because they don't believe in peace. They sign peace because they got beaten in war. Each time they attack, they try it already a couple of times. Each time they attack, they got beaten miserably. So we sign peace agreements so we can get Sinai. The stupid Israeli, they gave them Sinai. Stupid. Because they are not attacking you because they cannot attack you, not because they want to have peace. So the stupid Israeli, they signed an agreement, lost all this land, making their land smaller and smaller. Tiny. Israel is tiny land. Sinai is bigger than Israel actually. If you check Sinai, look how big it is. This is Israel. And Israel, most of it now is given to the West Bank. You see this here? This is the West Bank. Israel is very tiny. This is how stupid those Jews are. So dumb. So dumb. They sign an agreement with so-called Palestinians, who they are not Palestinian. Those are Arab Muslims. You cannot be Palestinian, you are an Arab. You cannot. So they sign an agreement with them. Did they have peace? No. They will never have peace. They are stupid. They gave up land for peace. They got nothing but shame. So if you don't understand how those people think, that's because you're stupid. And you will pay for your stupidity. I assure you that Egypt will attack Israel. I believe that time will come. Iran, possible. Jordan, Egypt, and Turkey. Because Turkey now, as Erdogan, he says, now he said to the Israeli, remember, we have now borders with Israel. He's talking about Syria. He controls Syria right now. So Iran is not far away from Israel. They are already in the border of Syria. So imagine if all those, Turkey have a massive army, 100 million population. Egypt is the same, almost number of population, if not more. And Iran, I'm not going to say Jordan, it's a small, I mean, they are just nothing. But they will open their land and ground for a ground invasion, not only missiles and rockets. How Israel can take it? The only way then is to use nukes. And who said that those people are not getting nukes? So things will be very, very bad. Because the stupid people in America and Europe and Israel, they believe those people, they are seeking peace. In fact, now the European, this is how stupid they are, they believe Qatar that if it's good for you if we run a pipe from Qatar all the way to Jordan, all the way to Syria, all the way to Turkey, all the way to Europe. Look how all the way is going to go. All right? So they say to themselves, we will get rid of the Russian oil. But those countries, anytime somebody make a cartoon in your country about Muhammad, they will explode this pipe. Again, they are going to spend trillions of dollars for a stupid pipe who will never work. Count and check my words when they finish it, if they finish it. Many terrorists here. Somebody says something about Muhammad, boom. You remember the cartoon? You remember we caught Netherlands? Remember we caught France? Those people, they are so stupid and they will never learn. And if you are stupid, the Chinese, they say, he left as a donkey, never came back as a horse. Do you think the donkeys of Europe, one day they will become a horse? I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean, their borders is open. You go to any European city, you don't see European. There's no European there. Europe is not Europe. Who's there? I just posted a video in Patreon about a city in Italy. You see nothing but Muslims. Nothing. Muslims. Nobody. In the street, people say shukran. Nobody speak Italian. It's a Morocco. It's Algeria. This is how stupid the European. So a donkey will never be a horse. There will be donkeys, and then those Arab and those Muslim will ride on them. And they will say to them, she. In Arabic, we say she for the donkey too. Like, woke. This is how the Europe in the future will be. Unless Christians wake up and do something, like we see some movement. But are they enough? Until now, no. Until now, the movement is very weak. I mean, after all the screaming, until now, I mean, you can bring more people to gather for a football game in England, more those to strike against raping women. You can invite more people. You can get more a crowd to watch Manchester versus whatever team, more than free England from the garbage they have. As long you have such a people like they are, just say beer. Everybody in the nightclub. Say your daughter been raped. Say okay, I can do. Your daughter been groomed. He will not. He will be upset if a goal enter to his team. He will break in tables because his team lost the game. But his daughter being raped or kidnapped, what I can do? Left as a donkey, never come back as a horse. So I wanted to share this with you, and leave your comment, and thank you for not supporting us, because I can tell. No comment, nobody share videos. I am not 2CTV. I need to lie to you to support me, don't you? Thank you. Anyway, God is good. So is Jesus. And we are the crusade. See ya.